Okay, next up we are going to create a actual background image here, and then we'll continue on with the hero section. So I want to have texture. So I've talked about this several times throughout the course. Texture is pretty much anything other than just a solid background color. So the option or the route I'm going to take, because this is a blockchain / cryptocurrency sort of app, is we're going to create, or not create, but we're going to choose an image from Unsplash that has to do with polygons and blocks. So it's kind of like a literal, vague depiction of the idea behind a blockchain. So what we'll do is go to Unsplash, and we're going to search for abstract, and we're going to come down and we're going to find this one right here. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to go ahead, left click and drag in a rectangle, right click and send it back, and we're going to drag this right into there, or click it. I'm not sure what exactly is happening here. Sometimes this can be a little bit finicky. There we go. Now it started to work. Now, clearly the one thing we see here, way too much contrast. Now, fortunately, we have a lot of control over photographs here within Figma, and we're going to drastically change the appearance of this. So just temporarily, we're going to take this and duplicate it, just so I can show how much we can alter this design. So first, we'll go ahead and get rid of that default fill. We're going to click over here, and then we are going to change these settings down here, which we haven't really touched yet. So we're going to take the saturation down quite a bit, and we are also going to take the pass-through down as well. So let's come out here. Let's change this to 60. And then I also want to blur it. So we're going to go under Effects, and we're going to change this to a layer blur. And then we'll change the settings, and we're going to bump this up. Let's try 15. Might want to go a little bit higher. Let's try 30 for that. All right, so now it's quite blurry. And we can also stand to create another fill perhaps on top of it. So let's do that. And this fill is going to be our primary color, except if we change, let's go ahead and just thinking about how I want to adjust this. Oh, okay, so let me go back real quick. So when you apply a fill based on a style, it'll overwrite everything. So we don't want to do that. I think what I'll do instead, because I'm doing this on the fly here, this is real design, it can be messy sometimes. Let's try this down to like 40%. Because I did want some of this background color to come through a little bit. And then finally we come over here, and we can play around with contrast. I want the higher contrast. Exposure, we can leave pretty much where it was. And I also want this to fade off a lot more than this. So what we can do is add a fill, change this to a linear gradient. Let's reverse these. Keep that one over there. Now this is going to be 100%. And for this color, we want to choose this background. And as you can see, it is now fading off much more so. All right, so that's looking pretty good right there. We're actually going to do something really cool with this background when we complete the information that's going to be on top of it, which is the hero section. So for now, we're going to end this video. This gives us a good start. We can go ahead and delete that as well. And then in the next video, we'll do the hero section on top of it.